Harvey York's Rise to Power. Chapter 13. Harvey was stunned for a moment and forgot to swallow the steak in his mouth. Why did he not know when this was going to happen? Cynthia was even more disgusted when she saw Harvey gobbling. She said coldly, "I'm not afraid to tell you. Brother Don has officially proposed marriage to the Zimmer family. He will send the dowries tonight. If you are smart enough, just don't do anything. If you aren't." Cynthia sneered when she said this. Although the Zimmer family ran a legitimate business, they still had a few bodyguards in the family. If this loser wanted to cause trouble, they would surely knock him down. While everyone keep quiet, Senior has something to announce. At the top position, Senior Zimmer reached out his hand and knocked on the table. He anticipated and said, "You should all have heard about the news, right? Not sure why, but the president of York Enterprise has suddenly changed. The new president has terminated all the investments that have been negotiated before. An additional $5 billion will be funded to invest. I don't know how mysterious the new president is, but his appearance is a great opportunity for the Zimmer family. Many families and businesses in 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜 have been affected. It can be said that there will be a major reshuffle in 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜. The Zimmer family has been considered a wealthy family in 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜 over the years. But let's ask ourselves honestly, we are just a second-class family. If we want to have greater influence in 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜 and want the Zimmer family to grow further, what we have now is insufficient. If we, the Zimmer family, want to become a first-class family, and even a top-class family with influence in South Light in the future, then we must not miss this opportunity. As long as we can cooperate with York Enterprise, as long as we could get on with the new president, as long as we can get a share of the $5 billion, then we will be able to do whatever we want in 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜. The members of the Zimmer family looked at each other in silence after Senior Zimmer had finished speaking. Cooperating with York Enterprise? Getting on with the new president? Everyone knew that this was an opportunity, let alone the Zimmer family. Who in 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜 did not want to cooperate with York Enterprise? Who did not want to get to know the new president? However, York Enterprise was backed by the Yorks and South Light. They would surely look down upon a second-class family like the Zimmer family. The Zimmer family wanted to take advantage of this opportunity to grow. However, they seemed to be daydreaming because the possibility was too low. Senior Zimmer's face darkened seeing that no one responded. He said with displeasure, "Why? You are all so active when you're taking bonuses. Now when it's time to run errands, all of you are backing out like cowards. A bunch of losers." The eldest son of the Zimmer family, Mandy's uncle, Sean Zimmer, knocked on the table and said, "Father, what you said is good. But the problem is that we have never succeeded in getting York Enterprises investments for so many years. Furthermore, they have changed to a new president now. How could things be so easy?" Senior Zimmer looked at him and said coldly, "If things are so easy, I could just solve them with a single call. Do I need to discuss with you all?" Zach's eyes suddenly brightened. He stood up and said, "Grandfather, Don must know who the new president is since he is working there. He should be able to help us get this investment. Didn't he just propose marriage to Mandy? We will be a family as long as Mandy marries him. Although we may not fully get the $5 billion, we can still aim for a few $100 million. If we get it, then wouldn't we be well developed?" Don Zander. Senior Zimmer slightly focused and was very satisfied with Don. He then looked at Mandy and said in an unquestionable tone, "Mandy, Don has always been in love with you. Moreover, we, the Zimmer family, need your help. Marry him." Mandy was startled and did not know what to say. So, was he forcing her to divorce? But other members of the Zimmer family had already spoken before Mandy could say anything. "Mandy, we need this investment. Yes, without the investment, we would probably go bankrupt. This is a good opportunity to get rid of your useless husband. You have to seize it. It can bring investment for the Zimmer family. You will also have a rich and handsome husband." Mandy was speechless. At this moment, the members of the Zimmer family stood up one by one, trying to persuade Mandy. In their opinion, this was the best way to get the investment. They heard that Don was quite prominent in York Enterprise. If he was willing to help the Zimmer family, it would be excellent. With this money, the entire Zimmer family could advance to the next level. Lillian then stood up and said, "Father, what a coincidence. Don called me yesterday and said that he wanted to come over to make an announcement. I've invited him for dinner today." "Really?" Senior Zimmer stood up with excitement. Bring him here. Lillian was pleased to see Senior Zimmer's expression. It seemed that she had done nothing wrong. Her daughter could finally get rid of that useless husband. She could also enjoy the glory and wealth. Thank God. Suddenly, the lights in the hall dimmed. The lamp near the door lit up, and then a chic figure walked in.